On Sunday, some of those local voters spoke out on this year's race during a focus group conducted by Republican pollster Frank Luntz.
We're going to start with a word or phrase to describe Mitt Romney.
I'm not sure I trust him. Yeah. Untrustworthy.
A successful business executive, but is he a leader?
A leader.
Qualified.
Bland.
How does Mitt Romney earn your trust?
Show his tax records.
Show his tax records.
Yeah, show his tax records.
I need to see that he did not outsource all these positions that closed the companies that he was running.
Barack Obama. Word or phrase to describe Barack Obama.
Disappointment.
Very polarizing.
Narcissist.
Still trying and having hope.
Does he deserve the right to continue with a second term?
Yes. No.
Yeah, we let Bush try.
No.
We let Bush have another.
We'll be over the edge by that
Let's
time.
give him another. Yeah.
Because this is not as negative as people would suggest. But I want to do this. How many of you voted for Barack Obama in 2008? Raise your hands. Almost all of you. How many are voting for him in 2012? Raise your hands. So look at how few hands go up, and yet the word trying.
How many don't know?
Well, that's the point. That's why you're such an important group here.
Frank Luntz joins us now. So what do we take away from what you just saw?
Well, sponsored by the University of Phoenix because they wanted to understand what was empowering those last undecided voters. 3 points here. Number one is that Barack Obama does get credit for making an effort, and people don't dislike him. Number two is that Mitt Romney is yet to make the case in terms of his own personality. The sense is that Barack Obama understands you, but can't necessarily solve your problems. Mitt Romney can solve your problems, but he doesn't quite understand you, and that's what the next 70 days is going to be about.
Okay, but just at this convention, he has said coming into this, I am who I am. I don't want to be on the couch. I don't want to take it back to my hometown. But every nominee has had to tell a story.
Right.
What story does Romney have to tell?
He has to explain because he's coming across as the CEO, and he's focusing on his business experience, and the Obama campaign is doing the same thing with him. He has to explain why that experience is more likely to solve the unemployment problem and solve the spending problem than feeling your pain. So he has to prove that his record will have an impact on those first 100 days. And Charlie, make no mistake, this is about the next generation, not just the next election. But people are hurting so badly that they want someone to do it now. They don't want to wait.
So when you look at those important swing states, how do you see them right now?
Ohio's very different, and I know that there's a poll out that shows them tied. I've been living in Ohio practically, and I know that Romney's got a challenge there. Blue-collar workers don't really understand him, and the Obama attack ads have worked. Conversely, Florida, where we are right now, Colorado, have moved towards Mitt Romney because they're more middle-class states, and they appreciate his record of accomplishments. This race is so close, and in the end, these conventions matter, because then you get a chance to see them, not in a 30-second ad, but you get the long form, you get to really understand them.
There's also this report that the Romney team wants to come out of this convention on target, on focus, and more combative.
I would never use the word combative. I would use clarity. That they want to draw a greater line, a greater a separation between themselves and Obama. The problem is you don't want to look like a traditional politician. If someone dresses like you or me, that doesn't work. Voters want to see the shirt sleeves rolled up, and they want to see someone of action.
But isn't that what we've been seeing
Not really. And I give the Obama campaign credit for the way that they've gone at Romney's business record. And I give the Romney campaign credit over the last 2 weeks because of the Ryan pick. Much more energetic, much more exciting.
You're looking for one thing coming out of this convention. What is it?
That Romney understands and feels how the average American, the hardworking taxpayer, feels. If he demonstrates that he gets their problems, then he's going to get the bounce that he needs.
But is that something that he's shown that he can do?
And he publicly rejects it. He doesn't want to be the candidate that feels. He wants to be the candidate that solves.
So the line might be, I feel, so therefore I do.
I do because I feel.
Yeah. Frank Luntz, great to have you here.
Charlie, thanks to be here.